What seems to be happening is what the left, I would say predicted, but I think really promised is a better word. The left promised us that Trump was going to win the election on Election Day, but then they were going to somehow come out winning the vote later on. They called it a red mirage. The mirage is all the people are going to vote for you and you're going to see it with your own eyes. But then don't worry, later on, we're going to win. They all seem so confident. Don't you worry, we're going to win. Here is MSNBC's Joy Reid discussing how the red mirage turns out.
And I think partly because even though we knew the red wave was a thing, and then the red mirage, I should say, the red mirage, we all knew it was coming. But when you're right, in the moment, it's enervating. It's aggravating. And I think partly, and I said this last night, I do think it's because we've been reporting for 5 years, Rachel, about Russia, about national security, just undermining our national security, the impeachment, the racism, the Nazis, all of it. And then COVID laying on top of it felt like a repudiation was coming. Sure. And I think even though we intellectually understand what America is at its base, right, that there is a great amount of racism, anti-blackness, anti-wokeness, this idea that political correctness is some sort of scheme to destroy white America, right? Like, we know what this country is, but you still, part of you, I think part of your heart says, you know what, maybe the country is going to pay off all of this pain, the children who were stolen, with a repudiation.
So you hear, first of all, how much the left despises this country. Just the way they speak. We know what this country is. We know what it is. It's awful. And you know what they've got to do? They've got to vote for Democrats to pay off the pain and injustice of this country. Lady, give me a break. It's the greatest country on earth. This woman is spouting her stupid nonsense on TV. She's extremely wealthy. She's treated extremely well. She's treated better by the law than people, basically any country on earth. Give me a break, lady. But this is what they think. The left hates the country. I don't know how else to put it. I know it sounds extreme, but she just said it. You heard it with her own ears. She goes, this country, they've got to pay off all the pain and the damage and the injustice they've caused. No, the country doesn't have to pay off anything, lady. It's the best country on earth. Get over yourself. I'm sorry that you're upset about some imaginary problem while you pontificate on television and count your stacks of money, but and feel safe in your personhood and your property and in your political liberties. I'm sorry that that upsets you. Where else would you like to go? What country is better off? Give me a break. But they don't like the country. And you heard at the top. She says, we have a red mirage. We knew it was going to come. The red mirage had to come, and then the red mirage is coming. I think she believes this. I think this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think this is an article of faith for the left. You always hear the left talking about how we have to defend democracy, but it's ironic because the Democrats are the people who most undermine democracy. I hope you enjoyed that short segment from the Michael Knowles Show. Be sure to check out the full episode linked in the description or download the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.